Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video we'll see how to interface Stone display with Arduino. So let's get started. This video is sponsored by Stone Technologies. Stone Technologies is a professional manufacturer of HMI intelligent TFT LCD module. Stone Technology offers variety of display type and size to fulfill the application requirements. Go to the product and select the by application. So based on the application, Stone has industrial type display, advanced type display, and civil type display. So each display type is having variety of display size. So by size, Stone has variety of display size in the display. So we will be covering STV07, 0WT, 01 display in this video. Open the Stone display tool. So this will be the default example loaded. So we'll create new project here. Select the display resolution. So here in my case, the display resolution is 800 by 480. Give some name and click on OK. So this is the default template will be loaded. So here we have options like picture, font, icon, audio, video. Okay, here now we'll browse the pictures. So here I have already created the GUI or screens you can say. So let's open all pictures. The picture resolution should be the same as our display resolution, that is 800 by 480. You can create your own GUI and later you can resize your pictures. So these are the screens I have prepared. So here I have created the two screens. One is for button and another is for button press effect. So let's add a button on the start button. So after pressing the button, the image effect should be like pressed one. So this second image will be showing on the pressing of this button, and we'll switch to the menu screen. So here these are the three buttons. So let's add the buttons here as well. Here also we'll program the button effect. So we'll select the image for button pressed effect image. After pressing the button, we'll switch to that respective screen. So here we'll configure the screen, which screen should display. This is the sensor value screen, and we'll add one back button. So on pressing the back button, we should land to menu screen. So same thing we'll program on the all screens. So let's build the code and let's see the simulation. After pressing the button, you can see the button press effect. So the color is changing. So here I will add data variables for all the ADC channels, and the number of digits should be 4. Color is fine. So these are the addresses we'll be using in the code. So for the 0th channel, the address is 0. The first channel, the address is 4. For the second channel, the address is 8. And for the third channel, address is C. So the address is incrementing by the 4 bytes. Now we'll add one more data variable for brightness control. And here we'll be using 2 digits only. We'll change the font size to look perfect in the view. And for brightness control, the variable address is 6F01. If we change the value at the address 6F01, then Stone display will change the brightness. So the maximum value for this variable is 64. So here I have added the left and right side arrows for increment and decrement purpose. So let's add the increment operator. With right side arrow, we'll increment the number. The maximum value should be 64. So we'll configure this operator as a decrement. So on pressing the button, the value at address 6F01 should get changed. So we'll change that value on that address. So let's compile the code and we'll see the quick demo. It is not taking the effect because we have not applied the hardware configuration yet. So to apply the hardware configuration, we should request the display to apply the hardware configuration. For that, we'll add one button in the GUI and we'll replace the current GUI screen. And after that, we will add the hardware configuration on that button. After changing the value, we'll press that button. Okay, so this is the hardware configuration button and we'll change the value to 1 here. Now we'll see the demo now. And the step size is 4 now. I've changed the step size by 4 and you can see on the simulation it is taking the effect. Brightness is changing. So likewise we have configured all the screens. So here we'll change the font size for values and we'll do it for all. Now let's build the project. We'll get final executable and we'll flash that executable on the display. So after detecting the display, click on button download. Okay, display is flashed now. Okay, we'll disconnect the display. So now let's see what is there in the Arduino code. This is the software serial header file we have included. We are using software serial because hardware serial is already used on the board. Hardware serial is connected to the USB to serial interface for serial communication and for flashing the controller. These are the four variable addresses from display. ADC0 value will be on address 0 cross 0000. ADC1 value will be on address 0 cross 0004 and ADC2 value will be on 0 cross 0008. Likewise, ADC3 will be on 0 cross 000C. So, okay, I will show you these four addresses in the stone tool. These are the four variables we are using to display the ADC values. So, for first variable, the address is 0 cross 0000, and for this second variable, the address is 4. For this third variable, address is 8, and for this fourth variable, address is C. These are the index from the frame which we'll be sending from the Arduino. Like 4 and 5th index will be used for address and 6th and 7th index will be used for the data to send for that address. Here we are initializing the software serial instance and we will be using pin 2 and pin 3 for serial interface. These are the local variables we'll be using. This is the frame buffer which we will be updating and which we will be sending from the Arduino to the display. So in the setup function, we are initializing the hardware serial and again we are initializing the software serial as well with a baud rate of 115200. So this is the function which will update the frame buffer and which will send the data to the display over the software UART. In the loop function, as you can see, here we are reading the ADC A0 and here we are reading the ADC A1, and the same information we are printing on the serial interface, and here we are updating the frame by passing the value to this function send value to display, and this function will send the data to the display. This part will get executed for every 500 millisecond because here we are using the delay of 500 millisecond. So let's compile the code and let's flash the code. Select the appropriate board. In this video, we will be using Arduino Uno, and select the COM port, and after that flash the board. Now we'll build the hardware with Arduino and other peripherals. So for that we'll need Arduino Uno, RS-232 board, one breadboard, one potentiometer, one LDR, one 10K register, few wires, and yes, we'll need this DB9 connector, male to male DB9 connector. So let's build the circuit. So we'll mount the LDR first, and we'll add one 10K register. Now we'll add the pot now. Now we'll make the common connection for VCC and ground. So from the breadboard, we'll take the VCC, ground, A0 and A1 connection out. Okay, this is the simple circuit. As I said, we have taken the VCC, ground, A0 and A1 connection out from the breadboard. Now we'll connect this VCC to the 5 volt. Now we'll connect the ground. Now connect LDR to the A0 and connect pot to A1. As you can see the connection closely. So here now we'll connect RS-232 board. But here you can see 0 and 1 pin are already used here on the USB to serial connection, USB to serial converter. We'll be using software serial, so we'll be using pin 2 and 3. So let's connect the MAX232 circuit. I have already shared the circuit diagram for MAX232. On the Arduino Uno board, we have 5 volt and ground from this second header pin, and we'll connect RX and TX to the pin number 2 and 3. So okay, I will connect VCC and ground. This is the connector we'll be getting with display. This has a DB9 female connector, and this connector is for power supply. And other end will goes to the display. So yeah, this is the stone display, and we'll connect the connector on the back side like this. Now we'll flash the Arduino Uno, and now we'll flash the stone display. Connect the power supply to the display. So let's connect the USB cable to the display. I have already explained the flashing methods in my last video. And while flashing, blue screen will appear and warning will be displayed. After flashing complete, remove the USB cable, and as soon as we remove the USB cable, display will get restart. And example will start running. Now we'll connect the power supply to the Arduino Uno. Let's see the demo now. Okay, these are the buttons. These are the three buttons we have available. And this is the brightness. We'll change the brightness. Okay, the brightness got changed. Okay, there is one more digit came. That is okay for demo purpose. Now we'll change the ADC value. Now we'll change the port value, and you can see the ADC channel 1 is changing. Now we'll change the LDR value. So thank you for watching video. If you like the video, please like, share, comment and subscribe for the channel for more videos. Thank you.